The next senior I'm going to talk about is Danny Obando. Danny is one of my very first recruits here at NSU. I started in pretty much September in her freshman year, and I was fighting hard to get her in, and somehow we got her in at the last second, and she started it in January, and we never looked back since. She's been nothing short of clutch ever since she started here. The best clutch performance I can think of right at the top of my head is her clinching match, and even that match point itself against Barry University, who ended up winning the national championship for the third time in a row. But we got them. We got the best of them at the conference tournament in the semifinals, and you helped propel us into the finals of that tournament for only the second time in our program's history. But that point itself, I was a few courts down. I wasn't sure if it was match point. I thought it was. It was a crazy long point. There was a weird let court in there, I think maybe even two. And then I couldn't believe it when I saw you run up for the one let court and you somehow found a way to win that point. And I still wasn't sure if it was match point, but immediately everybody just went rushing the court, and just seeing the joy and the happiness and everybody embracing you in that moment was amazing. You were so clutch and reliable in so many of our matches. A lot of the matches were long. You were always out there battling for some long matches. I know you're gonna miss those though. In the moment, they're tough physically, mentally, but you seem to always find a way. So unbelievable, and that memory at that conference tournament though, that's going to be with you and your teammates and me for your whole life. Just to talk about some of Danny's stats, she was number 20 in the country in doubles and number 64 in the country in singles in 2019. In 2019, you were a part of that huge, the best year ever in our program's history. We went 22-5, finishing number 6 in the country, highest national ranking that we've ever had. The 22 wins tied our program's best or most wins with 22, and you were obviously a huge part of that. 2018, your first year playing, you were number 7 in the country in doubles, earning All-American honors. And here's some incredible stats for Danny. She was 35-10 in singles overall and 39-12. Those are really good numbers. And a lot of those doubles wins were at number 1 doubles in the conference, the toughest conference in the country. So really remarkable. Danny, I'm going to miss having you in the first row of the van. I told Bella the same thing. You two have always been there in that first row. I'll never forget, and you haven't really done it much this year, but that voice, and I'm not going to try to imitate that voice that you do, but it's hilarious. When you do that, I'm always going to remember that. You and Bella cheerleading at Valdosta State, these are some of the memories. And that's what it's all about, like the wins, the losses, the accomplishments. Those are all great when you're a college athlete, but it's the memories, it's the road trips, just being with your teammates that you're going to miss the most. And Danny, you helped create some great memories for these teams that you were on, not just with the tennis. And I think that's even more important, because that's when athletes are done, and you are far from done with your career, with your tennis career. But that's the thing they always say they miss the most, is just hanging out with the guys or hanging out with the girls and being a part of a team, being a part of a family like that. And also, just another little thing is you were always a big help for me recruiting, talking with the recruits, showing them around campus, and that just shows you how much you care about NSU and trying to keep our program or get it even better and better each year. So thank you for all you've done, and I know you're going to be around here in South Florida too. Thanks, Danny.